you already have an idea. We were discussing about the two approaches of the sociology, consensus and the conflict. So feminism is the you can say those factors which comes into the conflict approach. Okay, so the area or some people or the gender which basically are not agree with the way society is moving, or they are disagree with the social institutions. So what they believe that there is gender inequality. So they thinks about the family, that family support gender inequality, and they promote patriarchy. Okay, so what is the first term you have to remember, the gender socialization. Gender socialization is like males and the female are socialized. Okay, so when you have a kid, like if he has a kid, okay, so you will ask him to if he is a boy, you will ask him to go for a football, or like you can go outside and you can do anything you want. But if it is a daughter, you would ask him to go to the kitchen, and you have to do all the stuff in the kitchen, because when you will get married, you have to control the kitchen, and it is a part of your responsibilities. Okay, so this is the gender socialization. Okay, they thinks that you may ask the daughter that you can go outside and you can play football. Okay, but because of the family roles, so that's become the part of the gender inequality. We divide the feminism into four types. The first one is the liberal feminism. We already have a basic idea. Liberal feminism, also now they are also called mainstream feminism. Okay, the main branch of feminism defined at its focus on achieving the gender equality through political and the legal reform within the frame of liberal democracy. They are the best one because they think that the government and the states can give them or can provide them a proper rights. They rely on the reform. They always put pressure that there should be proper rules and laws for the woman. Okay, they always blame to the government, blame to the state, and somehow the best thing, they will rely on the state as a protective institutions. Okay, they always ask from the state that give us our rights. That is a main feature of the liberal feminism. If you talk about the Marxism feminism, whenever the word will come Marxism, you have to remember that we are talking about some kind of a capital structure. Okay, so what Marxism said, they analyze the way in which women are exploited through the capitalism and the individual ownership of the private property. What they think is that male are the instrumental role, man has an instrumental role, they are the breadwinners. On the other hand, female just has expressive roles. They have to work like a mother, they have to work like a wife. She just has to work into the kitchen, while the men are the ones who are the breadwinners. Okay, this is because of that's become the, because of that particular actions, or because of that particular reasons, women's become a private property of the man because of their dependency on the man. The word another word which is a part of your course is the reserve army. Okay, what they think is that reserve army of a labor is a concept of the Karl Marx. What they believe is that when you have a workforce, you always have some backup workforce. Like if somebody don't want to work within an organization, they have plenty of options. Like for example, unemployed people who don't have a jobs. Okay, they comes into the category of the reserves army. Like everybody is willing to work. Okay, if you don't want to work, every company has your replacement. So the replacement or the backup is known as reserve army. The third one is the radical feminism. The radical feminism is always blame man, that the main exploitation of their rights because of the man, because the family is a patriarchy institution. Therefore they emphasize on the dark side of the marriages. If you remember, we were discussing about the dark side of the marriages because of divorce, or it could be like the domestic violence, child abuse. There is no particular law for all of this stuff. If you are going to abuse, if you don't treating well your wife, nobody will intervene into your personal life, because everybody consider it as it is your personal life, and it is very hard to justify that if you are not treating well to your wife. So because of that particular event, the marriage is just like a rape. Like they consider that if you have a marriage and both are not happy with each other, okay, so their physical relationship is just like a rape. Okay, so they focused on the rape in the marriage, domestic, and the child abuse. The last one is the black feminism. Okay. What black feminisms rely on, they basically against the gender and ethnic inequality. Okay, like once a woman is already exploiting because of the man, because of the capitalistic, and because of the state laws and rules, they believe that the women who are black with their skin color, they are more or you can say they have been more exploited as compared to other women, okay, because of their skin's color. So black feminism centers of the experience of the black woman, understanding of their position in the relation to racism, sexism, and the classism, as well as another social and the political identities. So black women have been excluded from the mainstream feminism because of their race, okay, while simultaneously being excluded from the black liberal movements, okay. Like if you have any kind of a feminism movement, like it could be liberal, it could be radical, it could be Marxism, you won't see any kind of a black feminism. Nobody will will talk about the women who are black, okay. They are the actual ones who have been exploited in the society. Now different feminists